And a very good afternoon. Welcome to Sports City, your home of sports analysis, both local and international. You are with me, Bill Clinton Odiamo, and my son language interpreters this afternoon are Philip Omondi and Daisy. And we are having esteemed guests with me on set this afternoon. Remember, we are talking about the oncoming 25th edition of the Deaflympics that is set to happen this year, actually next month, from 15th through to the 26th, 2025 of November. And of course, it will be happening in Tokyo, Japan. And with me this afternoon are participants and of course team leaders for the Deaf of Swimming Federation of Kenya and also the Golf Federation of Kenya representatives here to converse ahead of the tournament that is happening again from November 15th through the 26th. And this is happening again in Tokyo, Japan. So be sure to contribute and be part of the conversation. 021-980-384 is our SMS and WhatsApp number. Science TV Kenya across our social media platforms, and that is where you can send in your thoughts and opinions. And I'll just begin by introducing the team with me here. On my immediate left here we have Adan Wario. He is a golf player and will be participating this year on the tournament in Tokyo. And just next to him is Ruth Kaluki, who is the team leader for the swimming team, right? And next to her we have Ali Juma, who is a player and athlete for representing the swimming team as well. Thank you so much for making time. And at the farthest end we have Lillian Nalobo. She is the co-founder and secretary general for the Deaf Golf Federation. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for making time this afternoon. It is an honor to have you here. And perhaps, should I have left anything in the introductions, kindly, you will be able to help me just to try and fill that in. Let us just begin, first of all, and allow me to start with the hierarchy. First of all, let me start with the far end. We have Lilian Nalobo, who is the Secretary General and co-founder of the Deaf Golf Federation Kenya. Thank you so much for making time, Lillian, and being with us here. How do you do? And how are your emotions? How do you feel ahead of this year's tournament?
I'm feeling so well. I'm enjoying, and I'm very ready for this tournament.
Thank you so much, Lillian. Thank you so much, Lillian. And of course, we also have Ruth Kaluki, who I said is the team leader for the swimming team. Ruth Kaluki, thank you so much for making time. How are you? How do you do?
I feel fantastic, and I have great hopes for the tournament.
Thank you so much. Just next to her, of course, is Adan. Ali Juma. Ali Juma, how do you do? How are you feeling about the tournament coming up?
I feel good. I'm also ready and prepared for the tournament.
Right. Thank you so much. Would you say the same, Mr. Adan? How are you? How are you feeling? How are you feeling ahead of the tournament?
I'm feeling so good, and I'm ready to travel and to face that tournament.
Thank you so much. Let's just pick it up with you immediately, Mr. Adan. How have the preparations been so far for you? And is this the first time, or what? How many times have you participated in such a tournament before?
First, I went to Brazil for the golf, and this time again I'm planning to go to Japan. So I've gone outside. I'm going for the second time outside the country.
Right. And how are you finding the preparation so far on your side? Are you well prepared? Do you feel psyched? Are you ready for the tournament?
First year in Nairobi, I've been playing in Mudaiga.
Right.
Golf club. I've been playing there, and also first I went for a tournament in Nyali, Mombasa, and then secondly I went to, let me repeat, sorry,
right.
Nanyuki.
Right.
So I've been going to different tournaments here in Kenya, and it has been so beautiful together with the hearing. I've been competing with the hearing people.
Right. And would you say you have probably adequate support ahead of the tournament? How is the support coming through? Both from the federation and perhaps from family and friends on your end? Right.
Yes, I have. I have support. Some from the hearing friends who we normally play together at the club, and so the hearing people that have been helping me so much with the materials.
Right. Talking about being helped so much, and I'd like to have Ruth Kaluki now come in on this as the team leader I mean, sorry, I meant Lillian, because she's the co-founder, the secretary general for the golf side. As far as preparations is concerned, as a federation, do you feel you're adequately prepared with the players, and how can you gauge the players' momentum this year ahead of the tournament?
Okay, thank you so much. We are very ready, and we are more than ready because we have the support from the federation and the government sports. So they have given us the opportunity to go to different courses to go and practice the golf. So we have gone to Mudaiga Golf Club. We have gone to FetLab in Kabete many times. They have been supporting us there. Also, for the transportation, the government has been sponsoring us to go to different courses to practice, and we are ready. And so, the government, together with the federation, they have been supporting us, and the players are ready.
Right. Talking about preparation and how you've talked about you've been having a lot of time to prepare. For example, what are the strategies you might say that you are using to make sure that the athletes are mentally prepared, and also physically ready? Because it's for you to go and represent Kenya, you have to be mentally and physically prepared. Are there any strategies in particular that you are using to motivate the players?
Okay. Thank you so much. Normally, we have physical exercise in the morning and in the evenings, and also we have our physiotherapist who always help our athletes for therapy and for the gym so that they can practice. Also, we have the golf equipment. We have our champion who is a deaf also, who is Isaac. We have our coach also who is helping us, and we have the psychologist and the mental health leader. So when somebody has stress or anything about mental, we have people in the camp who are there to help us, and we have the medical team also who are supporting us and supporting the players in this issue of mental health.
Right. It's quite important that you mentioned mental health generally, and perhaps I will have Ruth Kaluki to join us as the team leader here for the swimming team. Ruth, as far as having players maintain the momentum in the competitions, would you say as a federation and as a team leader in particular that you've taken these particular necessary steps to work with your players as far as achieving total performance is concerned?
Thank you so much, Bill. With our players for swimming, we have always encouraged them. We usually have the backstrokes, the breaststrokes, and we hope we can continue with the same by ensuring that they participate well in the Deaflympics.
Oh, wonderful. And you've mentioned important aspect, the strokes, the breaststrokes, for example, the backstrokes, for example. As far as ensuring that players do commit or do participate back to back, have good performances, how do you nurture the talents? Do you just wait for example, the Deaflympics to come in order to have these meetings or preparations, or even before you nurture the talents to prepare earlier? Maybe meet before even the tournaments, or is it just because of the tournament now that you have now to come in together and meet and prepare?
Okay, thank you for that question. Last year, we had called different competitors at USIU.
Right.
And during that time, we continued doing the practice, like the warm-ups. We kept on pushing them just to ensure that they are ready. They have different skills in the backstrokes and the breaststrokes, just to ensure that they participate well. We also did the national trials here at USIU, and we are continuing with our training at Nyayo Stadium right now during the camp, and I believe during the Deaflympics we are going to get some good medals.
And thank you so much for that. Ali Juma, you are participating also in this year's Deaflympics, right? Perhaps you can give us a background story. Why did you have you had the swimming interest from before, or you just love the sport? And why are you eager, for example, for this year's tournament? Right.
Thank you so much for that question. Previously, when I was a young very boy, at 2 years, that is when I started swimming. And during that time, I trained very much, and I also competed in different places, and my objective was to achieve better goals. And I could participate in different places. I had a coach who really trained me and explained all the rules that I was supposed to follow. And I ensured that I do perform very well. And in 2023, we traveled to Argentina,
Right.
and we had participated in the World Championships. And at that time, I was not really that good, but I was trained on the rules that I was supposed to follow. And right now that we are training for the Tokyo Deaflympics, I believe I'm going to bring a gold.
Wonderful. Of course, without a doubt, we want nothing less but a gold. And we are hoping that all of you do get the gold medal. But maybe in your own personal perspective, what are some of the unique challenges that you've encountered so far as you prepare ahead of the tournament next month? Yes, just some of the unique challenges that you've encountered as you prepare.
Personally, in my life, yes, I've been training, but most of the time the challenges that we do experience is the rules that we are supposed to follow, and at times we also get very tired when we are doing the training. And do not forget, with these rules, if you break one rule, then you are disqualified from participating.
Right. Would you say, for example, you are being accorded the right support? For example, as you now prepare for the tournament, would you say that you're in the right shape, right mental state to go ahead and represent the country as far as golf is concerned, or swimming is concerned, rather? Yes.
Yes, I believe that my mental health is very good, and I am ready and hoping and praying that we are going to get those golds.
Right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are here with me with part of the contingent going out for the Deaflympics 2025 that is happening in Tokyo, Japan. That you do send in your thoughts and opinions. Now, as we want to continue, and at this particular time, I want us to switch focus to how the team is preparing as far as policy is concerned, and of course also how the players are looking to maximize and have the best of the performances. And at this particular juncture, I would like Ruth Kaluki, team leader for the swimming team, to kindly maybe just to ask you, Ruth, for example, what policies in your own perspective, or the federation's perspective, should the government be involved in to try and, for example, grow the sports generally, in your own perspective? Because we are seeing a lot of questions being thrown as far as the support for the deaf sports is concerned in the country. So perhaps maybe you could tell us in your own personal perspective, how can the policies be streamlined for further, to give space to the sports generally? Yes, maybe just to get that again. As far as policies is concerned, what policies, or for example, the government involvement that are needed to try and propel the sports as far as not only the Deaflympics is concerned, but generally for the growth and support for deaf sports in the country? Ruth?
Okay, thank you so much for your question. what I need to say about the support that we need from the government or the policies, especially on the budgets.
Right.
Because when it comes to swimming, we need the goggles for swimming, we need the kits, we need the costumes. So our budget sometimes it's very high. So for us to move forward, we really need a lot of support. As you have seen, our deaf people, majority come from different counties. Sometimes they use their own funds to travel all the way to Nairobi for the training. And majority are coming from very humble backgrounds, but if we have a good infrastructure where they can be just being residentials and they can be training very well, then that would assist us very much. So that is the request that we have from the government.
Right. And Lillian, would you echo the same? Would you say the same as far as federations and ministries working together to collaborate for the athlete development and sports development? Can you add something to that, maybe?
Okay, thank you so much. I want to support what my sister Ruth has said. Indeed, here in Kenya, we as the deaf, we are in a silent world. So maybe we miss a lot of information here in about sports. So we need at least what is happening in sports, that maybe the hearing people maybe can give us support. The support that the hearing people are getting, let it be equal, so that we may plan for the Tokyo competition. So many things we need are the things to use, the materials. Maybe as for the golf, maybe we need things so that things to support us, the budget, because of this budget now. So we must plan. Maybe we were hoping to go with 12 players. They were ready. But now you see the shoes, everything, the material. So you find that at the last minute now the budget was reduced. And so you just imagine how those people felt. So maybe what happened in sports, in future, I hope it will not repeat itself again. Maybe the government may make early planning. For example, now, I think that this mental health has increased in the deaf community. So I'm hoping that maybe they will understand this problem, that the budget was reduced, and you see that the teams were reduced to 5. And so I hope that this need will be worked on. Thank you.
Right. Adam, let me come to you. Would you agree with Secretary General Lillian here, mentioning the fact that the numbers were reduced, which has affected both the federation and also the players significantly, as compared to last time out, the team that went to Brazil. In your own opinion, Mr. Adam, maybe, how do you feel this is affecting the players and the growth of the sport generally? Yes. Because it's very unfortunate reducing the numbers. Right.
Okay. Last time when we went to Brazil, so the government pleaded and we asked kindly allow us to go, and indeed they did so. We went.
Right. And this time, because the numbers have been reduced, how do you feel that affecting team morale, for example, and the team preparations ahead of the tournament? Because we can agree that having a support system of players, for example, is quite important for the team morale.
Okay, the government reduced the number. As for the golf, now we were 12 members. So you see that other teams were reduced, and now we have these 5. So the swimming, yes, it is there. Athletics, it's good, they're there. Golf, it is good, they're here. But now the government saw that we need medals. And so, and for this football, when they went to Brazil last year, what did they come back with? And so they saw that because of budget and the performance that they did well when they went to Brazil. So I think that is what now the criteria that they were using. So, and for the athletes, I think they had 24 medals, and that was beautiful. So they were put aside. Ladies, the basketball, they was trying to see, yeah, it was nice, the way it was nice. So the government was happy. And so government is focusing on the medals, not just going and coming back with nothing.
Right. And for you, Ali, Mr. Ali Juma. Okay.
So I'm not that happy
Yes.
on what happened. Like now, for example, now when those other teams were reduced and you see that they were ready to go. So as we wanted, maybe they were hoping to go so that they can come and change their homes. But now you see that they had prepared their passport, they are prepared for maybe yellow fever, they have lost their money. So you see, they have lost everything. And so I'm not happy. So I'm just requesting that maybe a government can see a way forward that they can help those teams that they were dropped, so that they can come back and help their family members.
Right. Thank you so much for that. It's quite important. And I can say, Ali Juma, for you as a player, would you support, just like Adan has said, as far as having proper, adequate support for not to drop other teams? How is, in your personal perspective, how is this affecting the teams? Because one would imagine, just like I asked earlier, you would like to go have enough representations, as many as possible, if you're qualified, of course. In your perspective as a swimmer, how do you feel this is going to impact, or there's no impact at all in your own opinion?
What Adan has just said, previously we had 12 sports disciplines.
Right.
But 7 of the sports disciplines were dropped. And what we can do, we need the government at least to support us. Like for swimming, in Argentina, I remember when we traveled, we had the swimming team and we also had the athletics team. But now, with the 7 teams that were dropped, it has really caused a mental health issue, because the parents have been having challenges. They have always been depending on these children. But we are trying to encourage them just to be patient, so that next time they can travel and be supported fully by the government. Even for the Tokyo, Japan, we believe that when we bring the medals, the government will be able to support us further. Right.
Thank you so much. And as you wind up, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to know from your own, let me start with the team leaders and Secretary General for the Golf Federation, that is Lillian. In your own perspective, maybe what are your words of encouragement to the team members or team players, and also anyone watching out there who is interested, or for example is deaf and interested in sports generally? Maybe a word of encouragement to the wider community as well, as you wind up ahead of the Deaflympics.
Okay, thank you. As the founder of the Golf Federation, I want to announce that deaf community and the hearing, the signs, so maybe both, and I wish that if indeed, I believe that our players here, they are motivated and they are hoping that they will get medals when they go to participate and come back, to show that in Brazil, we have our own, who is Isaac Magoa. He won bronze. And so you see, that makes us pride, because as the deaf golfer, we are included there. So we are hoping that even ladies who are sleeping, they're thinking that this game is only for men. Kindly, I'm encouraging them that the girl child is also welcome and to join. Parents, kindly, for the deaf children, please do not hide your children. Don't hide them. Don't hide their talent. Encourage them to come and join us and wake up and to come out and join these sports, different sports discipline. And one challenge that we have here, indeed, accessing to the course is very difficult. And I wish that maybe the government may have or help us so that we may access to the courses, because it is very difficult. You see, we have been moving around and around because of the courses. Some are private and they don't allow us. So if it is possible here in Moi Stadium, Kasarani, to have a golf course, so that it can be easy for us to access And also another thing, registering to become a member of golf is very expensive. So accessing, you find that in private it is very expensive. So we are wishing that even maybe our president can support us and support the deaf people so that they may register and become members, and to make these all courses to be availability, because you find that we normally suffer because we have to request for a place first and wait for the feedback. So we are waiting to get a course whereby deaf can access and go and do the practice maybe in Kisumu, Mombasa, in Eldoret, in Kakamega, or in any other region. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Ruth, team leader for the Swimming Federation, would you maybe add to what your counterpart here has mentioned, or maybe have any other thoughts to add?
Okay, thank you so much, Bill, for the question. For the swimming team, I believe that we have been having a lot of challenges. Especially in Mombasa, the pools are quite expensive. They have to pay 300, 350, and we are requesting the government if they can be supporting them, because our deaf swimmers in Mombasa, all in the coast region, they really need to do more trainings, and they really need to have access to pools that are free for them to be able to participate and practice. Because if they are told to pay, it's quite challenging, it's quite stressful.
True.
So we want to, in Kasarani here, like we are doing our training in the camp, we are being offered that swimming pool for free. But in other counties, not only even in the coast, it's quite expensive. If we can get free swimming pools in different regions, so that we can motivate more deaf people to participate in the swimming. Like right now, you can see we have more men in the swimming discipline. If we can have also more ladies to participate, and to participate equally, just like their male counterparts. So we encourage the young girls to come and participate, and to continue even training from wherever they are, for us to have more. Even we ask the government to support us to have more swimmers.
Wonderful. And to our esteemed players, let me start with you, Adan Wario. I know you have your kit already here as well. What does representing, as we finalize the segment, what does representing for Kenya for you look like on the global stage? I'm sure you're proud, you are happy, but let me just hear it from your end. How does it feel this time to represent Kenya in the global stage, and how much does it mean to you as an individual? Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Previously, when I was in Brazil, I used to train, and then my interest was, we went with Alicula and Gilbert, we went to Brazil, and then after that we play, and I got injured. I injured my finger. And so you see, I didn't continue with the tournament, but Isaac continued with the tournament and he won. So, and he was number 3 and he got a medal. And so for Alicula, he didn't perform that well. He was number 18. And so they came back. Then we celebrated Isaac for he won, and we were given some cash. The only person who was given was Isaac. So I just came back and I pray God.
Right.
So last time in Brazil I didn't get anything, but this time I'm hoping that I must come back with something.
Right, thank you. And what about you, Ali Juma? What are expectations ahead of the tournament? Are you looking to get another gold medal, a gold medal preferably, just like Adan here? Or what are expectations, and how does it feel to represent Kenya this time round?
Okay, for me, in my team for swimming, we are in the camp, mainly for training. We are being trained all the ground rules. And our goal is to ensure that when we go to Tokyo for the Deaflympics, to get medals. we are not going to come back empty-handed.
Right.
We believe in ourselves, and we believe that we are going to bring gold, bronze, and silver.
Wonderful. Of course, we do wish the team all the best, and as from Science TV, as we continue championing persons with disability, the socio-economic empowerment of persons with disability, we are your number one fans ahead of the Deaflympics tournament, and I hope, as federations and as players, you take the initiative post the tournament and continue working hard, and of course, flying the Kenyan flag high, and also your personal achievements, of course, to a greater heights. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been with me, Bill Clinton Odhiambo. And on the set this afternoon, we've had Adan Wario, who is a player for the golf, for the deaf team, who's representing Kenya. And also just next to him, we have Ruth Kaluki, team leader, Swimming Federation of Kenya. And also then next to him, next to her, we have Ali Juma, who is a player and athlete representing Kenya in the swimming competitions. And then finally, we've had Lilian Nalobo, who is the co-founder and secretary general for the Deaf Golf Federation. Last time out, in the 24th Summer Deaflympics, Team Kenya did really well, finished 11th on the table with 24 medals, 5 gold, 7 silver, 12 bronze. This time around in November, you've heard from them telling you that they're going to get more medals, and we wish them all the best ahead of the tournament. Thank you so much for making time this afternoon. You'll be with me, Bill Clinton Odhiambo. My sign language interpreters this afternoon have been Mini Mbesa, we've had Daisy and Philip Omondi. And hopefully we do keep up and meet next time. Always remember to keep it Science TV. Good afternoon.